I started Runway of Dreams in 2014 because people come in all different shapes, sizes, and abilities.
I get goosebumps seeing what this has turned into.
I felt so much support, and it's truly an indescribable feeling, and I'll remember it forever.
If I was fearless, believed I was fearless, I'd carry a torch into the night, burning my name into the sky.
For me, fashion is about self-expression. It's about sharing another aspect of who you are through clothes.
It really showcases our individuality.
It's what you want to say to the world, how you want to present yourself.
Fashion is the way to express how I feel.
And there's something so beautiful and special about the fact that Runway of Dreams really caters to disabled people and disabled models, because it says, hey, you know, you're beautiful and we see the value in you. And I'm getting choked up thinking about it.
Being different means that we have perspective, we have a life experience that is so unique because it's ours.
It's a community. People that need to be seen and need to be represented. Runway of Dreams is showing up for those people.
This has been my dream for my whole life.
You know, people helping people. It's powerful stuff.
And it'll help us to love, respect, and care for one another.
I absolutely love everything that Runway of Dreams is doing, and it's such an honor to be a part.
Thank you for joining the Runway of Dreams virtual adaptive fashion show. The adaptive movement started from a very personal place for both Mindy and I, and it's amazing to see how it continues to grow and transform. When we first launched the first kids adaptive line together, we knew it would change people's lives, but we had no idea how much it would change ours too. With Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive, we became the leading global brand for inclusive apparel. We were the first, but it's been so great to see other brands join in this movement. Although we are not able to have New York Fashion Week in person this year, I'm thrilled that our adaptive fashion show can still go on. It is my pleasure to introduce the champion and mother behind the adaptive movement, founder of Runway of Dreams, Mindy Scheier.
Thank you, Tommy. I mean, how exciting is that Tommy Hilfiger just introduced this show? My name is Mindy Scheier, and I am the founder and CEO of Runway of Dreams. Runway of Dreams started with a moment that I shared with my son, Oliver, who has muscular dystrophy. He came home from school when he was 8 years old and said, "Mom, I want to wear jeans like all the other kids get to wear." Oliver struggles with being able to manage buttons and zippers and fitting jeans over his leg braces, so that really wasn't an option. But on that day, it was going to be. He did go into school the next day with jeans that were modified to be able to fit his needs. And that was the moment that Runway of Dreams was born. The mission of Runway of Dreams is to work with and educate brands and companies in the fashion industry to understand who people with disabilities are, and that they are consumers, and that we can make modifications to mainstream clothing to make it easier for people with disabilities. Our journey continued in 2016 when we partnered with Tommy Hilfiger to create the first ever mainstream adaptive clothing line for kids, which has now turned into Tommy Adaptive, a collection that is available for both kids and adults globally. We also have been on this journey with Zappos for their Zappos Adaptive platform, for Target's adaptive clothing assortments, and especially their Halloween hide and eek collection. With Kohl's and now Rite for their Journey adaptive sneakers. The fact that I can name 5 mainstream brands that not only believe that people with disabilities are consumers, but are doing something about it is game-changing. This show is going to be the best one we've ever done, with 25 models from around the world with all different ages, ethnicities, backgrounds, and disabilities. And even more than that, we have talent that are rock star legends, Broadway pioneers, television stars, social and YouTube superstars, all a part of the show with us tonight. Speaking of talent, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce tonight's MCs, Shane and Hannah Burkow. They are best known for their YouTube channel, Squirmy and Grubs. Shane is an author, and together they are mega influencers with almost 40 million views on their show. They are so excited to be a part of Runway of Dreams, and we are equally as excited to have them. So without further ado, Shane and Hannah, who by the way are newlyweds, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mindy. Hi, everyone. I'm Shane.
And I'm Hannah, also known on YouTube as Squirmy and Grubs.
And we are so excited to be your MCs for tonight's groundbreaking fashion show. I have lived with a physical disability for my entire life, so it means a lot to me to see adaptive clothing finally being celebrated in mainstream fashion. To me, adaptive fashion is all about looking good and feeling good. We are so excited that for the first time in fashion history, 5 major brands are all coming together on the same runway during New York Fashion Week. Hey, virtual still counts.
The Fashion Revolution event marks the first time that Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive, Zappos Adaptive, Target Adaptive, Kohl's, and Rite's Journey adaptable sneakers will grace the same virtual runway. This event is broadening the reach of adaptive clothing in the mainstream industry and celebrating people with disabilities. Tonight, their adaptive options will be modeled by over 20 models, all of whom have a disability or difference.
Hannah, wouldn't life be so much easier if all of my clothing was adaptive?
Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna go on a shopping spree after you see all of these runway looks.
This is so cool. The models tonight are kids and adults, and there's even a sneak peek of Halloween 2020.
And Def Leppard's drummer Rick Allen and musician Lauren Monroe are performing their new single, Big Love, on the show tonight.
That is amazing. I grew up listening to Def Leppard with my dad. My dad is super jealous. Hey, Dad.
We are so excited to get this show going, so everyone get settled, make sure your Wi-Fi is strong, your snacks are nearby, and get ready for the best hour of New York Fashion Week this year. There's a Donate Now button that will be displayed for the whole show, so if you're feeling generous and you're able to give, please support the Runway of Dreams mission. Another really cool thing about tonight's show in particular is that the runway looks are enhanced by technology from SAP.
The show is literally see now, buy now.
That is your dream come true.
I'm going to be buying all of it.
If you haven't already done so, quickly download the Runway by SAP app. All you have to do is hold your phone up to the screen and the runway looks will appear.
Yay for technology! Our social sidekick tonight is gold medalist, athlete, and model Brenna Huckabee. Brenna competed in the 2018 Winter Paralympics and won gold medals in the snowboard cross and the banked slalom, which is a word that I cannot say. Brenna's going to be popping in tonight to offer commentary on all the amazing looks that we're seeing tonight. Over to you, Brenna.
Thank you, Shane and Hannah. Hi everyone, my name is Brenna and I'm so excited to be the social correspondent this evening. Be sure to follow Runway of Dreams on all their social channels because they will be posting throughout the show. I have been a huge fan of Runway of Dreams for a very long time and I am so honored they invited me to be a part of tonight's show. I'm a big proponent of diversity and inclusion within the fashion industry, and I appreciate all of the achievements Runway of Dreams has accomplished so far. I look forward to working with Runway of Dreams to continue to expand fashion opportunities for people of all abilities. First up, we have Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive. They have been working with Runway of Dreams since 2016, and they are tonight's presenting partner. Let's see our models.
My name is Knox Gibson.
My name is Brandon Farbstein.
I'm Yingxin.
Miriam Revez.
Kia Brown.
My name is Marty O'Connor.
In the Runway of Dreams, I'm walking for Tommy Hilfiger. It's a really big thing for me because I love Tommy.
Being in New York Fashion Week, I feel like it's not even real.
I don't know, it's so cool.
I'm super excited.
It's gonna be amazing, yeah.
In swimming, I went to nationals. I do CrossFit as my sport.
I am so passionate about spreading positivity with the gifts that I've been given.
I kind of have a boisterous personality at times. Maybe that comes out in this hot leopard print shirt.
I would describe my style as classic.
I love authentic vintage and clothes that tell a story.
So much of disabled fashion is usually about function and not fashion.
So being able to start throwing on jeans again, start wearing Vans again.
Now I use clothing to express who I am.
To be able to not only fit comfortably into clothes, but feel confident as I step into the world in them is everything for me.
And it helped me showcase who I am by dressing the way I want to dress.
And have people rethink what is possible.
I want to look cute at all times, and I feel so beautiful in Tommy's clothes, and so I'm very lucky to be wearing it down the runway.
All right, wow, those were some ridiculously awesome people. I'm now very excited to see more from them later.
Speaking of awesome people, we are so excited to introduce Def Leppard's drummer Rick Allen and musician Lauren Monroe.
Am I allowed to say rock on? Rock on. Rock on.
I love Runway of Dreams. I love their mission. I love the happiness and the empowerment that they give to people.
Runway of Dreams is literally a dream. This whole concept is so wonderful. I think there are so many unique people around the world that are going to benefit from this line of clothing.
I watch my husband Rick, struggle with frustration, putting on a shirt or putting it back on a hanger or fastening things. And it's so important for anyone to feel good about how they look when they're in the world.
This is fantastic. See, these are magnets. So I can take it off the hanger. I can do all the things on my own. I don't have to ask somebody else to help me. And it's very empowering to be able to do that.
I'm just so grateful for Tommy Hilfiger and for Mindy, and have big love be associated with this wonderful work.
Everybody's
The Runway of Dreams relationship with Tommy Hilfiger runs deep. In 2016, they partnered to launch the first ever adaptive designer clothing line for children with disabilities and have since expanded to Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive. Tonight, they continue to be a strong supporter of Runway of Dreams as the presenting partner this evening.
All right, let's zoom out real quick and show you the outfits that we are wearing. Thank you for the awesome swag.
We love our outfits so much.
If you know anything about us and the videos we make, you know that humor is integral to everything that we do. That's why we are so excited to introduce to you Steve Lay of Hulu's Rami. In a recent study by the Ruderman Foundation, they found that only 21.6% of characters with a disability are actually portrayed authentically by actors and actresses with a disability. That's why it's so refreshing to see Steve Lay on our screens in a hit television show. Over to you, man.
Thank you, Shane. Being disabled, it feels like people always tell us we shouldn't do something. And yes, we do have certain limitations, and while that is a fact of life for everybody, we tend to have more than others. I can't be an astronaut, or a firefighter, or a pole vaulter, but people also told me that I couldn't be an actor. Growing up, it really hurt to hear that, especially because I knew I was a great actor when I could get out of any homework assignment in high school. But all I heard was there just aren't many disabled actors out there, and it'll be hard to keep up with all that work. I knew those weren't good enough reasons to keep me from doing what I love. And throughout my journey to be on TV, I met some great people that became my supporters and advocates, just like Runway of Dreams and Tommy Hilfiger. Just because you don't see people who look like you doing what you want to do, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. We are the trailblazers and the game changers. We will break through the obstacles in front of us with our canes, crutches, and wheelchairs, and we will open doors for future generations of people like us. Everybody will see our bodies, hear our stories, and learn that we're pretty much just as selfish as everybody else. Well, the only difference is that when we're selfish, we actually get what we want. Now back to you.
Shane, is he funnier than you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably why he's on TV and I'm not.
Next up, we have Zappos Adaptive. Zappos customers are at the heart of every decision they make, and Zappos Adaptive actually came from a customer call from a grandma who was frustrated that she couldn't find shoes to accommodate her grandson's needs. And this didn't sit well with the Zappos team, so Zappos Adaptive was born.
What's really cool about Zappos Adaptive is that they have a year-round partnership with the Runway of Dreams.
That's right, they are the official sponsor of the Runway of Dreams College Club program.
Runway of Dreams has 13 college clubs and affiliates and 2 high school programs across the U.S. The foundation also has a scholarship program for up-and-coming adaptive designers. It is so cool to see the next generation of designers get involved in such an amazing cause. So, just another reminder, tap that donate button and if you can, support what is an amazing mission.
Just this year, Zappos Adaptive launched their single and different size shoes test program to further support their customers.
That's so cool. All right, let's take a look at their 2020 looks.
Inclusion in fashion is absolutely necessary. People with disabilities are just as fashionable, fun, fly as any other person on this earth. And we are fashion consumers.
You don't want to just wear things that are adaptable for the sake of making it easier. You kind of want to look cool at the same time.
The outfit that I really liked from today's shoot was the linen. But after putting it on, I'm like, I could rock this at the beach. It's a nice look, and hopefully if somebody sees that, like, you can do it. It's just, be confident. If you like it, just wear it.
What matters is knowing that there are designers who are making fashionable clothing with people with disabilities in mind, period.
Hi, my name is Estella Lugo.
My name is Julian Gavino.
My name is Corey Lee.
My name is Melissa Blake.
Briella is my happy, smiley 6-year-old girl.
Motherhood with a disability, it's kind of given me a sense of confidence that, if I could survive motherhood and raise 2 beautiful children, that there's pretty much nothing in this world that I can't do.
I am a trans and disability rights activist. I've had to learn how to walk again twice. So to me, it's incredibly important to be out and be seen so that other people know that they can do the same thing.
I've started a travel blog devoted to sharing my perspective as a wheelchair user. The barriers are definitely being broken down in both travel and adaptive clothing.
She loves getting dressed up and picking out her outfits. We struggled for so many years finding the proper shoes that actually would fit.
They get dirty with the wheels.
I know buttons were always a challenge for me.
And so it's amazing seeing brands actually altering all those little things that come up that people wouldn't think about.
I'm so glad this year that we're getting to see that on the New York Fashion Week runway. It shows that disabilities are beautiful and should be celebrated.
We're showing the world that she is able and capable of amazing things, and we're excited to watch her shine and share her story.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight. The way I do will knock you down. You know there's an ocean between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust. I'm wearing you out. Keep on keeping on every night. Way up in the clouds. The way I do will knock you down. You know there's an ocean between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust.
I am so excited to see all of the adaptive options from both collections. When I first lost my leg, it was so hard finding pieces that fit not only my prosthetic leg, but my prosthetic foot. It is so cool to know that everybody can express themselves through fashion while also maintaining independence. Can we also talk about how amazing it is that Runway of Dreams has a wardrobe grant program that provides adaptive options for those in need? Also, I am loving all of the social media engagement on the Runway of Dreams page. If you have any questions about any of the looks you see tonight or any of our models, please be sure to DM Runway of Dreams and we will make sure somebody gets back to you as soon as we can.
All right, get ready because this next segment is going to be the cutest thing ever.
Ooh, I'm so excited. This next part is all fashion looks for kids. You know what? Hannah and I have been talking about having kids lately. Maybe when that happens, we'll finally stop having people think that I'm a kid when I have a little baby in front of me.
Remember that time we were on a romantic date in the park and a man ran up to me and gave me bubbles to play with you?
Yeah, that was the best date ever.
All right, let's get back on track here.
Sorry, now is not the time to take a pee break. Next up, we have looks from Target and Kohl's. This year, Target is excited to go the unconventional route for New York Fashion Week and show you their Halloween collection. I remember growing up in a wheelchair, it was always impossible to find an outfit that worked with my wheelchair, and it just didn't exist. It's really cool that Target is now making Halloween costumes for people with all different types of abilities. In addition to tonight's looks, Target also has an adaptive clothing line, Cat and Jack, which makes some of the coolest and trendiest and cutest outfits you've ever seen. I might even own a few, because they fit me really well.
Kohl's has adaptive options for kids, and it's so great to know that kids nationwide will feel great in what they wear and have some independence getting dressed themselves too.
We believe in coffee that opens more eyes to Black business. Make-believe made for everyone. A wave of confidence. A lighter load on the planet. Flavors that set a new course. And 100 shades of beautiful. We believe in good we can all afford.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Ortiz. I'm from New York City.
My name is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Sarah Rodiles.
What's your name?
My name is Kid Poet.
I like
Cooking.
beatboxing, ballet.
It took a while until I was finally comfortable with myself. Ever since I started playing wheelchair basketball, it really just changed how I saw life and how I saw myself. And I have a running blade, so I only need one shoe, and Adaptive has single shoes. And to be able to get that is super cool.
Caleb's 13 now, and teenagers that are Caleb's age, they want to wear what their peers are wearing.
I always wanted to dress myself. I like this one. It's a blazer. I designed it myself.
And so to have truly accessible clothing that's truly stylish is hugely important. You love your hat the most, right?
Yeah.
My favorite store to go shopping is Target. I really look up to my dad because he always inspires me to be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else, just be yourself.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night.
those are some of the coolest costumes I've ever seen.
Are you jealous, Shane?
Yep, I'm gonna get all of them and just do Halloween for the entire month of October.
How cute was Josie in her Kohl's Adaptive sparkly unicorn shirt?
I am all about the unicorns.
All right, over to you, Brenna.
How cute was Target's Hide and Eek adaptive Halloween costumes? Oh my goodness, our models did so amazing, so empowering, so uplifting. It was so special. I am incredibly honored to be a part of tonight's show. Thank you guys so much for having me. Until next time, bye.
All right, we'd like to do an instant replay now and show you Kelvin and Briella from our show. They are both wearing the revolutionary Rite Journey adaptable shoes.
These shoes have long, adjustable hook and loop straps that can allow for a custom fit, laces for big kid sizes, and other adaptations that can accommodate most orthotics.
We're going to show you how easy it is to get these shoes on. Are you ready to help Mama? I love the pull tab in the back to help get the shoes on. They are washable, lightweight, which is super important. This is extra padding and foam. So if you need it, great. If not, then you can just pull it out and have extra room for you to get the brace in. Use this loop, help pull them up. Perfect. How awesome are these?
I hope you all have been inspired this evening to either become a model or have found a new clothing line to shop or a new nonprofit to support.
I'm definitely going to become a model.
Runway of Dreams is leading the inclusive fashion movement by educating brands on who people with disabilities are. They raise awareness through adaptive runway shows and advocate for the inclusion of people with disabilities in the public eye. They also support innovation through scholarship programs and provide access to mainstream adaptive clothing and footwear for those in need through wardrobe grants. You can support these initiatives by clicking the donate button on your screen. Shane and I have seen just a little bit behind the scenes of the Runway of Dreams team hard at work, and this runway show has absolutely been a labor of love.
Big love. And we have big love for the Runway of Dreams for including us in your event tonight. Truly, this has really been the best part of this pandemic.
By far.
Speaking of big love, here are Rick Allen and Lauren Monroe featuring Steve Ferrone from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and legendary musician Teddy Aronoff performing their new song, Big Love. Enjoy!
Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to be here to play Big Love for you all. And Big Love is a song about oneness. It's about inclusiveness. It's about celebrating our uniqueness. And that's what Runway of Dreams does. So it's our pleasure to play Big Love for you tonight. You ready, Rick?
Yes.
All right. Everybody's fine, living in anger, from sunset to dawn, they're taking it home, and the field's on fire to wake up the ghost, and our hearts know freedom is gone.
what is fine. Living in anger from sunset to dawn. We're taking it home. And the fields on fire wake up the ghost. And our hearts know why freedom is gone. Big love. Thank you so much for having us. Let's kick it off to Mindy. Have a good night.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Lauren and Rick, for sharing your music and message of love. Thank you all. Thank you for being with us on this journey. Thank you to our sponsors, to all of the talent and their teams, as well as the Runway of Dreams family and community. We could not do this without you. Our mission is to change the fashion industry to be inclusive of people with disabilities. And with your help, adaptive clothing will just be a category within the industry, no different than plus size or petite. So please help us continue that mission by donating here on our website at runwayofdreams.org, because we are all a part of the fashion industry. I am fashion.
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 I am fashion. I am fashion. I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion. I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion. Ik ben mode. Ik ben fashion.
Yo.
我是学生。
I am fashion.
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 I am fashion. Right, Zena?
I am fashion.
I am
fashion.
No, it's I am fashion.
Hi.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am
Fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion. I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion. I am fashion. I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion. I am fashion.
I am fashion.
I am fashion.